YouTube viewers, it's Fern again from the House of Glamour. We're going to do a relaxer. Someone at a request would like to have seen another relaxer. So we're going to do this for you today. And I will show you what we're doing. We've already based and we sectioned in our fours. And we are going to use some relaxer product to start in there. So she has quite a bit of new growth here, so we're going to just start in that new growth area. We based, she's all set, and you will see as we go along what we're doing. I like to do the outside the perimeters first. This is what I learned years ago. Everybody has your own technique. Be kind, but I'm going to just show you the way we've done it in here. So I like to go around the edges and do the perimeters. Some people like it a little different. They like to start differently. And the bottom. Sometimes I skip that bottom track now because sometimes that part breaks off a little faster. I'll try to go back and do that part last. So I will go up a little bit and do an upper bit. And we'll come back to that bottom one very last, close to last. And that'll give her hair a little rest on there. So all we're doing is getting that on that little bit of new growth there. Just a little bit. She's got like a ½ inch of new growth, if you notice what I'm doing here. And I am trying to make her sections. And yeah, it's about a ½ inch in new growth. So she's got quite a bit for her hair to get going there. So I am going to continue applying this product to her new growth, and I will be right back to show you as we go along. So we're working on this next section, and usually the way you work on it, you part the hair in 4 sections. You go from right to left, so you go right, left, and by the time you come back, the side should be warmed up, I say, and be ready for a smoothing. Now on this side, I didn't do the perimeters. I just decided to go right in and just apply the relaxer just to that new growth area and not even go to the perimeters at all. Okie dokie. And I'm just putting that right up in there. Okay, so now that I apply most of the relaxer, I am going back and I'm putting it underneath the bottom parts as I showed you when I onset, because it'll be back here the shortest time. And we want to make sure we get all of that underneath the bottom. And then I'm going to show you my method of smoothing, where some folks don't like certain methods, but you have your method, and we're going to show you some of the methods I've used in the past and today. So now that we apply that on the smooth area, the brush is one method that I've used. Okay, so with the brush, you can smooth and you can get results just by smoothing that down just like that. So just continue to smooth that down. If you get nervous about overlapping, prep the hair with like a base or a conditioner or something to block anything, but trust me, no one's perfect and we will overlap. So what I'm doing now is I'm just using the brush to smooth, and you actually see results with that. And the other way is, some people use the back of the comb. Now, when I went to school many thousands of years ago, we did that method with the back of the comb. But if we took the comb and just took the snarl out just enough, just a snarl, and then back the comb, it did not hurt the hair at all. You don't have to comb it. You just lift out some of the snarls in the hair. And also the thumb method too. We used our thumb. So whichever suits you and you're happy with, that's what you want to use. Right now, this is our method that we're going to do today. We're going to use the comb and the brush method. So we're going to go back and forth with that and smooth out. And you can use your thumb. So, and all we're doing is making that nice and smooth. If you notice, it's starting to smooth out. That's why you're starting to the right, to the left, to give it that. And hopefully you can understand me, because this mask, we need to learn a new language, because I can't understand myself sometimes. But notice how they're starting to smooth down. It's doing pretty good. And I like to smooth up too, because I'm on the underbottom. Okay? So we'll continue doing this in this whole section. What we're doing is smoothing up. And we're going to smooth down. And then we're smoothing up. See what I'm doing? Taking the comb and just bringing it up. I'm not stretching the hair. I'm just separating it. And then I'm using the back of the comb. So that's all you need to do, is just separate it enough but not stretch it. Because either way, you could still, even though the smoothing process is a form of stretching too, but it's not pulling it. And so we're not pulling the hair. We're actually just stretching, smoothing the hair down. And we're actually separating all them snarls in there. So if you do like that, just gently, and you can smooth out. So anyway, this is what we're doing, and we will continue on and finish up here. And you can also use your fingers, as I told you in the earlier video, in the earlier part of this video. And also, don't forget, you can also use your brush too. Don't forget, your brush can probably do everything that you want to do with that comb. You can do it with the brush. That can be to smooth out the comb and everything you want. So I like to see it smooth like that. I don't like to see no wrinkles underneath the bottom. My customers are happy. So, hopefully, this will give you some idea as to how you want to do yours. Your relaxer. Alright, so she's starting to smooth out pretty good. You see that? We're getting nice smooth results there. I'll bring it a little closer so you can see. She's got smooth. Yeah. And same idea. All right, just do that and smooth it right out. See that? Nice and smooth. And I'll do this here. All right, so we'll continue on. Okay, so this is the results of the relaxer. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to add some color, but it's nothing permanent. We're going to do like a temporary rinse on her hair to give her some color in there. So, and it's like a gold red. So I will be putting that on her hair, and what I'm going to do is just kind of separate her hair enough so you can see how smooth it turned out there. Just what we're looking for. And we shampooed out good, and we conditioned. So the color I'm going to use, which is, I don't even know if they even make it anymore, but anyway, this is the color. I'm going to show you what it goes on pretty dark, but when it's rinsed out, it's a beautiful color. And I will put this on her, and we'll be back. Okay, so now because this color stains, I try to stay close to the hairline as possible so she won't have stainage all over her skin. Even though you do put something on there, it still seems to, you want to get those every little morsels of hair, just, out of habit. You say, oh, there's a hair there, there's a hair there, so you are going to get color elsewhere. So you want to just make sure you stay close to the perimeter of her natural hair, of her hairline. And you can see it looks kind of like a reddish brown, but alrighty. Okay, so this is the results of the color, and it was called like a red gold, like a cellophane. So it gave her a nice color, covered some of the lighter hairs, and kind of makes it nice. So now we're going to get her dry, and I'll do that off camera because it is quite noisy. And then I'm going to get her going and cut her, and then you'll see the results. Okay, so what I have done with her so far is I took her hair, and I'm just taking just this perimeter here, and I'm just bringing it up, and I'm cutting it to bring it down so she has some little layering on the side there, because she didn't want everything to hang at the same length. So we're just actually cleaning this up, and we're actually taking that off and bringing it in. So just a short thing, and then we'll clean up her edges, her ends, and bringing those in to even around the front and around the back and side, because she has a little bit of unevenness going on, being that she hasn't been in for a minute. So we want to get that all cleaned up too. And we give her like a little side bang on the side, just a tiny bit there, just to show you guys what I'm doing here. Just give her just a little side bang, just a little bit, and keep it so stay in place. Okay, and she likes her hair to kind of hang in an angle, so we kind of pretty much trimmed it into that, and we pretty much follow that from what we've done in the past. So, and we leave the back with length, and we do the same thing on the other side too. All right, we're gonna get her dry. So she's all dry and cut. So what we're doing now, we're just gonna just give her some. She's just gonna get some bumping up in her hair and some style, and she's gonna pretty much wear it. And so what we're gonna do is just give her a nice little tightness here, and she says she wants to just wear it curly, and we're gonna leave it at that. So we'll continue. So how I'm curling her hair is I'm actually curling it this way, and I've curled some that way. So I will show you what I'm doing here. I'm putting a little bit of product on her hair. It's just a little shine, glossifier, like, and hair polish. Some have. If you have that, that works good. And what I'm doing is I'm just taking it, putting it on her hair, and I am doing. I'm just bringing her hair right around just like this, and just bringing it out so it'll actually lay in that direction. She has a lot of hair. It's very thick. And see, I'm just making it lay just like that for her. I'm just taking it, throw this right on in there, and boom. Make that fall right in there. Okay? Okay. We want to comb out just the top part and leave her to do her own thing later. She can do her own thing later on in there. Okay, guys, this is our finish. She had it cut, relaxed, and some curls for some style and body. And as you see, we took the front and we just gave her a nice little bump here in the front. I'll let you see the other side. As we did the front here, just gave her a little poof in the front. And so be it. And then you can see how the other side looks too. The other side looks pretty cool. Gave her a nice little bump there. So this is our finish. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. And thanks for watching Fern from the House of Glamour. Bye.